What's up, guys? So I know I look a little bit rough, but I just woke up and saw the teaser trailer for Fantastic Four First Steps and had to go ahead and post some first impressions about it because holy cow, this looks awesome. Now, they didn't actually show us all that much, which is what I wanted. I did not want to see too much out of this, and for me, I'm fine if they don't release any more trailers at all. We do get a look at the Fantastic Four, and they all look great. Obviously, Ben Grimm is the standout. He's the big Rocky guy, right? And he looks exactly like he did in the 60s, which is exactly what I wanted him to look like. Johnny Storm looks great. And, you know, non-flamed on form and his flamed on form, all of that looks awesome. Of course, Sue Storm looks wonderful. I love Vanessa Kirby. I love Sue Storm. I think everything about that casting is perfect. And Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards looks pretty good too. So I've said before that I was a little bit worried that I wouldn't be able to see Reed Richards through Pedro Pascal. I love Pedro Pascal, but I was a little bit worried that when I watch this movie, I would see Ben, Sue, Johnny, and Pedro Pascal. But I do see Reed in him a little bit. I need a little bit more before I'm fully convinced, but so far, so good. I love that we did not really see Galactus at all, except for that little bit at the end, because I didn't want to see it, right? We did see a little bit more of him in that, I guess, concept footage from whatever that was last year. I don't even remember where it came from. But we saw that. That looked cool. I didn't want any more than that. And so what little tease of Galactus we did get is all I really need. They didn't show us much else. We still don't know what the overall story of this movie is going to be. But they showed us the most important parts, which is the Fantastic Four themselves and what they look like. And also the focus on family. Because the Fantastic Four is, first and foremost, a family. And that's kind of what separates them from all the other super teams, is they're not just a team of heroes put together, they are a family, and we really do see that here. And I think what really sets this apart for me is the aesthetic, the 1960s retro future aesthetic. To me, that's what really sells this. Like, regardless of that, it would have been a really delicious cake, but that aesthetic is the icing on the cake, which makes it even better. I think that fits them perfectly, from the vehicles to the building. I guess that was the Baxter building that we saw, which that looked so cool. The outfits, the hair, like everything about it works for this. I kind of feel like that maybe if this had just been a regular present day MCU movie, it still would have looked cool, but it just wouldn't have had that extra little zing that this retro future aesthetic gives it. I think that is what's really going to separate this from everything else. If I had one little tiny nitpick, it's that I thought that Ben Grimm, the Thing, would be a little bigger. Not girth-wise, but maybe just a little bit taller. He looks like he's about as tall as everybody else. I thought maybe he would be bigger and that everybody else would come up to maybe his shoulders. It doesn't look like that's the case, or maybe it's just the angle or the camera lenses or something. Either way, I'm not mad. It's not a big deal, but he still looks great. So yeah, I am over the moon excited for this. This is exactly what I want out of a Fantastic Four movie. It doesn't look like we're going to go through the origin again. It looks like they're already established because they already have the uniforms and the Baxter building and the vehicles and all that stuff. That's great, because I don't need to see the origin all over again. But let me know what you guys think. I think we are going to be eating well in July with Superman and Fantastic Four. And remember, guys, we do not need to pit these movies against each other. We are all winners that these movies are coming out. They are not in competition with each other. I am so excited. So let me know what you guys thought about this teaser trailer. But holy cow, I am so on board with this.